Elon, of course we're starting with Elon Musk. Elon tweets, "Fine, Taylor, you win. I will give you a child and guard your cats with my life." Sir, what do you mean give her a child? Hey everyone, Noble Xenon here, and welcome to Neckbeard Things. Once again, let's get started. So, someone talks about having an actually healthy relationship. My boyfriend and I are approaching 3 years, and after all this time, he has never ever raised his voice at me, called me names, or disrespected me. And I'm his first girlfriend ever. Verbal abuse is so normalized that it took me so long to realize that this is how it should be. But of course, the Neckbeard disagrees. Nope, don't normalize this type of relationship. Got the milk, no need to buy the cow. 3 years dating, what the hell? If your relationship is so good, why aren't you married? What is left to give in the marriage? He's got you right where he wants, available but not fully committed. Of course he would be comparing women to cows, of course. And now we have a Neckbeard Lego set, which I must say is the perfect representation of a Neckbeard nest. You've got the stairs leading down to the basement, the gaming battle station, m'ladies, the blade, and of course, the piss bottles. Because of course your gaming session can't get interrupted. Only thing missing at this point are the chicken tendies. This next Neckbeard has zero self-control. For me, it's sundresses. Whenever I see an attractive girl in a sundress, my mind is overtaken with thoughts of violence. Animalistic urges replace any semblance of logic in my mind, and I become feral. Women just shouldn't be allowed in public alone. Maybe you're the one who shouldn't be allowed in public, buddy. Making disturbing tweets like those. This next one's titled as if he'd be able to tell a Japanese person from other East Asians. Someone asks, "What are most people attracted to that you're repulsed by?" Neckbeard replies, "Middle-aged white and black women. Just Google the most famous actresses or models. My reaction to them would be, Asian women, on the other hand, Japanese, are specifically attractive." Of course, another one who wants a Japanese waifu. And you know when this person refers to Asian women, he only refers to East Asians. This next one is for the gentleman who would like to request pictures of the flesh from m'lady. Asking for nudes. Send nudes? No, that is not how you address m'lady. You do it like this. "Pardon me, madam, but I was curious as to what you look like under those tasteful fabrics you are wearing. Perhaps you would do me the honor of removing them and photographing your flesh so I can gaze upon your beauty." Tips Fedora. And now when you refer to women as foids, it's a lazy girl job. She's chatty Cathy on the Teams meetings 2 hours a day, an equal amount of time online shopping, a lot of checking her social media for likes and scrolling through trash content, basically a DEI hire. Bro has no idea what he's talking about. I was married to one of these corporate tech work-from-home foids. I know what I'm talking about. Holy F, you are a full-blown Tate lover, aren't you? I don't think this dude has been within a 3-mile radius of a woman, let alone married one. Because using the term foid like that is basically woman repellent. At least when you refer to women as females, you're still using the English language. This is just weird incel terminology. And speaking of, sad to see you supporting the incel side of the fandom. Haha, it's always the same. Pronoun W anchors, calling normal people names. F all the way off, soy boy. Here's another one who doesn't understand basic English and the fact that everyone has pronouns. We go to r/seduction for this next one. I'm sure there are all kinds of alpha chads in this one. College campus is still a gold mine. 34-year-old back after 5 years day game. Bro's writing a whole field report about his so-called seductive conquests. No one can convince me this isn't the best way to cold approach women everywhere, lol. Already got 3 dates in 2 weeks. What's crazy is I'm holding girls hostage for 10 to 20 minutes chatting. But I've been rejected hella times, man, and I had more numbers with no replies. Alright, this Neckbeard appears incapable of holding normal conversations with women if he's referring to them as holding them hostage. And all those numbers with no replies? Yeah, those are fake numbers. Those women are trying to run away from you as fast as they can, because you refuse to take no for an answer. Gonna run more tomorrow as I'm trying to get about 6 girls to date and lay. It's so easy to chat and get dates. I'm terrified how good I'm 5 years later. What sucks is that the approach anxiety still kicks my ass. I've only been able to approach about 7 to 15 girls a day. I want to approach 30 or more a day while out. Alright, this dude just wants to treat dating like a numbers game. Dude's goal seems to be get as much coochie as he can, doesn't matter who, doesn't matter where. And Starburst9507 says, saw this, his comments on that thread make it even worse. I wish I could post his picture at that campus warning all the women there to avoid him. Edit. For example, he said he wears a backpack to make himself look like a student and lies claiming he's 27. But he says he'll stop when he finds a good one to keep. I don't know how he plans to make that work when he's starting every interaction off on the premise of a lie. Yeah, I don't see this working to find a fulfilling long-term relationship. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, then why not like, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell? Some Redditor says, why is it always the least effable girls are the ones so supportive of abortion? I want to know what compels these neckbeards to make such comments. And this is the last message Blaze Velvet X's sister-in-law got from a neckbeard after she called it quits. Hey, I just wanted to tell you that I never actually loved you, LMFAO. I was just using you to get laid and a place to crash the whole time, lol. And every time I ever said I actually loved you, I was actually lying, and you were dumb enough to believe it. Truth is, you don't deserve love. Any wonder those 2 guys ghosted you, lol. And the only reason I kept begging you to take me back was so I could keep using you. Lol. Bye. She didn't dodge a bullet. She dodged an intercontinental ballistic missile. This next one got this in the Reddit DMs because they're a girl. Nothing good ever happens from random people DMing you on Reddit. Hi, I'm a gentleman and I'm searching a girl so I can stop being an incel. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. The incel mentality doesn't just go away because you get a girl. But at least you're trying, I guess. This next neckbeard must be from Sweet Home Alabama. Why did God make my little sister so hot if I'm not supposed to be attracted to her? ... question mark? Why did I read that? ... question mark exclamation point? I'm gonna need a shower after I'm done with this video. For this next one, these Robloxians need to stop. Bro put his name as I love kids, and in his about me says I'm a kids lover for real. I love dogs if you know what I mean. No, I don't want to know what you mean. Alright, I know Roblox has a banhammer item, so why don't they use it on this individual? For this next one, how to get sent to the gulag within 2 days. On r/thepassportbros, here we go again. Hypothetically, would the Soviet Union be an excellent passport bro country if it still existed? I'm not a communist, but I'd say the Soviet Union would have been an excellent passport bro country if they still existed. I bet that Soviet women back then were even better than Russian or ex-Soviet women today because a lot of them have gold digger / materialistic traits. They only have those traits because capitalism was introduced to their society after 1991. That wouldn't have happened if the Soviet Union never fell. Obviously, not all Russian or ex-Soviet women are like that, but a considerable amount do, which makes it a risk. Soviet women were basically like today's Russian or ex-Soviet women, agreeable and traditional, without the negative trait that today's Russian or ex-Soviet women have. They would be like, bro is not a comrade. And you know it's sad when even the passport bros themselves are downvoting this. They were probably like, dude, how down bad do you have to be to go through such hypotheticals? This next one on r/true off my chest is just insane. They caught this one really quick, within 6 minutes of posting. Men who get essayed by women and then cry, are you even a man? What kind of question is that? I keep seeing these posts and even Long Beach Griffey made a video about that. I'm sorry, you were assaulted by free vagina. Do you know how friggin' difficult it is to get a woman to actually open her legs? And a lady opens her legs for you and her breasts and you're crying about it? You must have the highest estrogen levels flowing through your bloodstream. Even the doctors can't get an accurate measurement for the amount of estrogen flowing into your veins right now. Where the hell are these women at? I want them to essay me, just for fun and just walk away afterwards like disposable. Violate my D all you want, it won't bother me. What the f? It's like this dude thinks it's not even possible for men to not want sex, and so he blames them and questions their masculinity instead of, actually having some damn empathy. And now, I don't know if this counts, but here it is. You have super autism and should be glad any man is interested in showing you the respect to wait for you to become a woman. The end of marriage are upon us en masse. What the hell is super autism? Bro thinks autism has upgrades and shit. What the f? Man, facts is facts. She just ruined a house and a new car. For context, a minor asked if a teacher asking some questionable things were okay. And now, Mom, can you pick me up? I'm scared. I'm a sucker for a petite Betty, and at 4'11", you're sugar-coated perfect. Such a perfectly petite, prepossessing package of portability is my personal heroine. Come hither to be adored. I don't know what kind of neckbeard alliteration this is, but it's not working. And I'm hiding from you says, I died reading this. I'm writing you all from the afterlife. Say hi to Jesus from me. Well, at least you got to see the gates, unlike this neckbeard. He's never seeing those. This next one didn't even answer the question until the last paragraph. What's a myth about sex that far too many people believe? A myth you say? I always find it ironic when I'm with a fine lady for the first time and things, well, lead to one another and we begin getting intimate, if you know what I mean. And she begins to exclaim, I have quite the prowess in bed despite my size. Things like, oh God, oh Jesus. I always have to stop for a moment, the slightest smirk turned at the corner of my mouth and my eyebrow raised almost imperceptibly and incredulously, and let out a sardonic quip like, oh, so you believe in God now? I thought you were an atheist like myself. This has to be satire, and if it's not, this has to be some kind of Reddit atheist. This quite often leads to a stimulating intellectual conversation, which can almost be better than the more carnal stimulation itself, but it always goes back to business, and usually with much more vigor than before, and certain ladies sometimes now would say my name, or something like Thor or Tony Stark. And there's nothing I love more in a lady than intelligence, wit, and a sense of humor. Yes, intelligence. A true intellectual right here. Another common myth is that many men think you don't need to please a woman in bed, and let me tell you from experience, boys, they definitely enjoy being pleasured, if you know what I mean, and sometimes will even return the favor in some kinky ways. Winking phase, yes. And now someone please lend this individual brain cells. Bro really said women suffered the most, skull emoji. What woman suffered? Period. Breakup. Being broke. Going to jail for 2 days. What us men suffered. World War I. World War II. Depression. Divorces. Being blamed for everything. Isn't treated fairly. And this neckbeard shows us the future of female delusion. Shows an AI-generated image of a man laughing with his robot partner, while a woman is begging for a man who's 6 feet tall with six-pack abs and makes 6 figures. And bro really said belongs to the server. He really thought he did something there. And let's dig into the comments. Do they think that women won't have roboys in this hypothetical future? Well, it looks like neckbeards have invaded the comments section because one of them replies, women can be replaced by robots way better than men can as for the calculable future. All of women's base tasks like cooking, cleaning, and sperm retrieval can easily be automated. What retrieval? Men's tasks like creative thinking, compassionate discipline, and executive decision-making, on the other hand, not gonna happen anytime soon, buddy. Bro is acting like if women are incapable of creative thinking and that men are incapable of cooking and cleaning. If women really want man-bots, they can go into STEM fields them damn selves and invent them. F-maids are for the boys. And now while you were gawking, milady, I studied the rook. Unlike you, filthy heathens, I'm not her simply just to gawk at her body. However, it is magnificent, m'lady. I'm simply here to enjoy a chess tutorial. Tips fedora. Puts little fedoras on every chess piece. Except for the queen, though, she needs to be worshipped. And now what indeed? The world worked like that since Bible times, and it has worked for almost 3,000 years. The moment humanity effed up is women's suffrage. That was the beginning of the bad times. There's a reason you carry the child and not me. It's your intended purpose as a woman. Just like the reason I have big muscles and larger is so I can work and build. The reason you have tits and a uterus is so you can carry and feed a child. Your body tells you what your job is. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk. I'm breaking up with you now. Have a good life. And she is just left speechless by this. She simply replies, "What?" And now we have some military-grade cringe. Seems only thing left in Ukraine will be women. This will have great potential after this conflict. The entire country could become a pleasure island, says the person who doesn't know what an island is. 20 thumbs down reaction, 5 poop reactions, and 4 likes. Who are the 4 people who liked this? And oh yeah, the Joker profile pic, of course. And now new thing that's gay for men to do just dropped. If your girl proposes to you, especially during the Olympics, you're cooked. There's nothing more emasculating than a woman proposing. Fellas, is it gay to be desired by one of the fittest women on the planet? Fellas, is it gay to have a girlfriend who's one of the best in the world at something? A literal Olympian? These people's ideas of masculinity are just so strange. And now we may have found another cult leader in the making on 4chan of all places? Oh god. Fathers send their daughters to wife school. State or privately funded, women learn all the skills necessary to be a good wife. Cooking, cleaning, housemaking, minimal math for grocery shopping and measurements, child rearing, sex classes when old enough, of course. Who knows what this dude might consider old enough, though? Fashion and modesty, animal caretaking, gardening, and emotional support. You are a low to middle status man. Walk into wife school. Women are graded from E up through A and then S. Bro literally wants to put women on a tier list. Grades factored by technical skill, age, attractiveness, and personality. Graded women are separated by floor. Each floor higher in the building, a higher grade woman. Step out of the elevator on your chosen floor. Staff blows a whistle. Girls called to assembly room. You walk in. Topless girls aged 16 to 22 lined up for you to choose. 16? Sir! What? Each has a name tag with father's contact information. Choose girl according to her grade and your status. Contact her father and make arrangements, and walk out with a well-trained traditional wife. What do you mean, well-trained? And it's funny how in this little fantasy, the girls and women are taught about modesty, but then they are presented to you topless. I guess the real point is that in this little fantasy, women are nothing more than property, which is just messed up, my dude. A Redditor called I Love My Farts 9000 said, "Hey, I just want to say as a white male, thank you, smiley face. White women reject me for being short and bald. If it wasn't for Asian women, I'd be turning to drugs or alcohol. You accept any white guy, so thank you. Are you sure it's not because your Reddit username is I Love My Farts 9000? And finally, how do you F up this badly? Did you just look at my boobs just now? How do you respond without sounding like a misogynist pervert? And the doctor here replies, did you just try to call me out on a biological instinct you're exploring with a super stimulus for attention so you can secure resources without providing pregnancies? Bro really thought he sounded like he had a 250 IQ, but really made the worst response possible. So, I'd like to thank all of my channel members, especially Amethyst Phoenix, Catalin Cormendi, Mike Hawk, Hold Up, Nightcrawler, and VicMeister1999. You can join simply by clicking the join button below. Feel free to like, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell if you enjoyed it, and feel free to comment if you've got something on your mind.